Good morning. I'm smiling, but I'm not in a very good mood today. I'll tell you why. I'm watching since 1 week what's happening across India. I'm watching and comparing and seeing the shittiness and the dirtiness and ugliness of our human beings. I saw 10 days ago there was a shootout in US and small kids were killed, and the president of the country, USA, Barack Obama, came out, and while speaking live, he cried. He cried in front of the millions of people, in front of the world. And on 16th of December, in our capital Delhi, at 9:30, 10 at night, a 23-year-old girl was coming back of watching a movie with a friend, and she was dragged inside a bus and raped by 6 people. Whether you can call them people, whether you call them demons, I don't know. But this is not the first time. I read somewhere, Delhi in 2012, around 500, 600 rape cases. That is capital of India. And what does the government do? Why I'm blaming the government? Because they are the caretakers. They are supposedly the caretakers. We pay them taxes, we give them our votes, and we elect them for 5 years to run our country. What are they doing? After almost 1 week, they did not come out with one statement about that incident. After massive rallies, young students, young girls, young boys coming on street and protesting and trying to get into Rashtrapati Bhavan. After seeing that, these people come out and make a statement after 1 week. During that time, that little girl is in ventilator, fighting for her survival. She may die, she may live, I don't know. But does she deserve that? Does my people deserve that? I don't think so. But what are we doing? Why India has come to such a state? There's a saying, if something wrong is happening and if you're not doing anything about it, you're also party to it. You're also as guilty as the person who committed that crime. Are we fighting? Are we fighting the forces of evil? No, we are not. The time has come for us to raise our voice and tell to the people who are supposed to protect us that if you are not no good, get out. You have no right to take our money, take our trust, and misuse it for your petty gains. Since 3-4 years, I'm hearing and seeing and watching so many things happening which are against democracy, which are against humanity. We have seen scams, we have seen murders, we have seen so many things. The police are protecting the criminals, and the real owners of this country are left at the mercy of some rogues, some criminals who are fearless because they know nothing is going to happen. They are powerful, they will protect themselves, they have the money to protect themselves. Are we to stand by and watch this crime going on and on and on? No, we are not. We are raising our voice against it, fighting against it, and change India, clean India. I'm not against any party, I'm not against any person, but I'm against a crime. I'm against a crime. That girl is my sister. That girl can be my mother. That girl can be my friend. And I'm not going to sit and watch this crime going on. The politicians of this country have taken us for a ride for 65 years. When all the other countries are coming from chaos to civilization, we are going back from civilization to chaos, and that's not what I expected. So friends, whether you're 20 or 70, the time has come for you to raise your voice against injustice, against crimes, with whatever you can do. I'll be writing articles and articles and articles on this, and I'll be protesting vociferously against these sort of things. Imagine the life of that girl for the rest of her life. What will be her? She will be shivering whenever she sees a man. She will be shivering whenever somebody touches her. She will be getting up at night with a jerk, with a nightmare. If I don't know how strong she is, she may survive, she may become the strongest person, I don't know. But it should not happen. It shouldn't have happened. And it has happened, and it's high time we put a stop to it. End it. Put some laws where these rogues are hanged immediately. No question. Capital punishment for capital crimes. It's as good as murdering a person. You're killing that girl's soul. You killed her soul. And God willing, let her come back and become the original girl she was. But I hope, I'm not sure whether she can be that girl. But do we have any right to make her suffer like that? In our country, in the capital of our country, imagine what is happening in the remotest corners of this country. I don't know. More horrible crimes are being committed and put under the rug, put under the carpet, and this is going on and on and on. And we as citizens of India, we should protest and protect what is divine for us. Our family, our country is divine for us. If you don't fight for it, you are letting somebody else take it over and turn it into whatever is happening now. So my friend, if you are watching this message, protest in your own way. Not necessarily you should take up guns and all. Protest and make your voice heard, so that those people, let them be warned that we are not here to taken for granted and go through all this bullshit. Friends, come on, raise your voice and shout against the forces of evil. Let's lock our arms and fight the forces of evil. This is evil. This is evil. The perpetrators and the imbeciles who don't do anything about it. They are imbeciles. The perpetrators are in the jail and they may come out. That should not happen. Next criminal, the next person who wants to do those sort of things should think 10 times before venturing into those sort of criminal activities. It's our duty to make him shiver, make him afraid of the consequences of anything remotely resembling the heinous crime the 6 guys committed on 16th night in our capital Delhi. So let's protest and let's protect what's ours, our freedom, our happiness, our peace of mind, our safety. Let's do it, my friend. Let's do it. Let's fight the forces of evil, lock hands and fight it, and fight it, and fight it. Thank you.